My name is TheRealKilamm. I'm a songwriter, executive producer. I have songs in TV shows and movies. I'm in commercials. I do TV shows and movies, different stuff like that. So I do everything. I am entertainment. So yeah.
So, who are you in your best moment as a music producer?
Just somebody that's hands-on, somebody that's willing to get the project done, looking for the end result. If you come to me with a certain idea, like, oh, I want a song that sounds like Lana Del Rey, okay, no problem. We do everything. We listen to the project. We see how that sounds. We recreate it in the best way to make it something that you like, and then we go from it. We go from that.
So tell me your story from the beginning to getting a gold plaque and becoming a Billboard charting producer.
A lot of it started when I was like 8 years old. Like, I've loved music since I was born. Like, I probably came out dancing. So, loving music from the beginning. When I turned about 8, Kanye dropped 808s and Heartbreaks, and for whatever reason, that album really made me want to do music. It resonated with me. It made me feel something. I really remember crying at like 9 years old because of how good it felt, and I didn't even know what heartbreak was. But just hearing the songs and how it came out, it meant something to me. So, 808s and Heartbreak dropped. I'm like 8, 9. Throughout the years, I would write songs, I'll make little beats and do stuff like that. I didn't get my big break until high school. I got my first beat placement at 15. I uploaded a beat on YouTube, and a rapper by the name of Ski Master Slump God, he contacted me to use the beat. He dropped the beat, he dropped the song, and on the feature was XXXTentacion, his friend out of Broward and stuff like that. I didn't know who they were at the time, but a year or two later, they blowing up, they at Rolling Loud, they all these different places. So I'm like, dang.
I'm curious.
I watched them drown.
Okay, I'm
Yeah, so they dropped that song, and it kind of took over. Like, a year later, it had 1 million views, and people were showing love, and people would hit me up like, yo, I love that song. But people still hit me up to this day and say, I love that song. And I'm like, y'all know that song? Because it just dropped on SoundCloud. It wasn't like an Apple Music exclusive. But around 2015, not Apple Music, but 2015, like Spotify was, not Spotify, SoundCloud was very prominent at that time. Like, it was monster. You wouldn't have thought that how it is now was how it was. It was really like the platform for everything. Like, everybody really wanted to be on SoundCloud.
Yeah, so, well, that's a very interesting point, but I think one thing that's really interesting that you hit big, well, you got your first opportunity. I would say a big opportunity because not a lot of young producers get the opportunity so young. But how did that change your trajectory from then to now?
A lot more people took me serious because it's like everybody want to produce, everybody want to do music, but having an opportunity like that kind of separates you from everybody. So me having that placement, more people reached out to me, more people gave me a chance. I was able to sell beats just off that one situation, and then it helps in networking situations. So it's like, I'm not saying you have to name drop to get more work, but sometimes when you showcase what you've done and tell people what you've done, it helps you in the long run. So
in that sense, right, everybody has a journey, and it takes multiple years. For most of the successful people in the music industry, it takes decades. It might take a decade or two before you can get recognized, or that one plaque or that one song to hit big. Yeah. So what is your advice to all the aspiring musicians who are coming up? What is your one advice? You're still young, but everybody has their journey. So from your vantage point, what advice would you give them for their journey?
the best advice I could give is just believe in yourself. Like, if you truly believe in yourself, if you really can see yourself doing it, do it. Like, don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Like, don't even let me tell you. Like, I don't care what your goal is. I don't care what you want to do. If you want to do something, do it. I don't care if you say I want 1 billion followers. Get the 1 billion followers. Who's to stop you? What you want is your reality. If you really want something bad enough, go get it. If you want 20 million fans, you'll get 20 million fans. If you want to do music, if you want to do folk music, pop music, R&B, rap, like whatever you want to do, just do it. Like, don't give up. Be consistent though. You can't just want to do something and not be consistent. You have to be consistent. You got to believe in yourself. You got to stay true to yourself. You don't got to sell yourself out to get what you want in life.
I truly do believe that you have to be consistent, yeah. But also, what are the things, what are the intangible things that you have to do? Because it's a business. It's not just I wake up and produce music, because there's a sea of musicians who produce good music, but have a hard time even marketing the brand. So how do you get to that point? What are the things that you have to do from being an artist versus being someone in business?
Well, I could give like 2 points on that. The first thing is, like you said, you have to make people care. It's a billion people that do music. It's a billion people that does these things and want to do these things, and it's going to be more. So you have to give people a reason to care. So for me, for example, if I'm networking and I'm trying to get you guys to work with me, I'm not going to come to you guys and say, yeah, man, I'm an upcoming, I want to do this, I want to do that. You're not going to take me as serious. But if I come to you and say, hey, I have a billboard plaque, I have this recognition, I do this, I do that, you're more inclined to want to work with me. Now you may say, what if I don't have that? You have to make it seem like you do. Even if you have nothing to your name, even if you don't have the tangibles or whatever the case is, put yourself in a position of just not believing yourself, but you have to carry it. Your branding is important. If you come in a room like this, a setting like this, you have to make yourself the most important person. Not saying that you have to demean anybody or talk bad about anybody or make them feel down, but act like you belong. If you're in a room full of millionaires, you're one too. Don't look at yourself like, I shouldn't be here. How can I talk to this person? Listen, if you're in the room with these people, you belong. You're not a nobody. You're not somebody outside of it. Even when I had nothing to my name, I still felt like I belonged. Even when I didn't have the money that I had, I still felt like I belonged and I needed to be with those people. So that's the branding aspect of it. When it comes to the business aspect, you just really need to understand the little things. Like, okay, you drop a song, yeah, that's cool, it's cool, but did you do the percentages right? Who's overseeing it? Who did you drop it through? Do you have a manager? Is your manager trying to take the money from it? Did you register it on BMI? Do you have a publishing? Like, just different things like that. So you can learn that by yourself. If you do have management, that's cool, but you can learn that off YouTube. You can learn it on Google. A lot of people fail because they don't take the time to study. I wake up, I study music. I'm doing it now, but I still study. I have so much more things I can learn. I don't feel like I've learned enough. I've been doing it for over 10 years, and every day I learn something new. Like, I'm either studying song structures. I'm either studying, oh man, he used this snare pops out a little bit more. Oh, okay, this sounds better for radio than the other song. So you just have to study in every branch of life when it comes to music or production and stuff like that. But just more or less, look it up. Like, what's publishing? How to publish my music? How much percentage should I be getting? How can I make money from the music? Like, all of those things are available online. And then even if you got to find a mentor or somebody, like, the information is available.
Those are some great points, I can say. So let's even dive into that more. The business, that's the structure. But what's next? Right now is AI. And from your vantage point, from the things that you've seen, you can log on to any AI platform and they can spit out 10 songs, 100 songs in 15 seconds, not even 15 minutes, 15 seconds or even a second. What are the threats and what are the opportunities from AI that you see at this point?
It's not really a threat, because nonetheless, people are going to like what they like. Some people are just going to want human interaction. Some people are going to just, like, say if we have an AI and they drop an album and it streams really well, who's going to do the concert? Who's going to perform at the concert? I could have an AI album right now, but who's going to perform the songs? Who's going to do the songs? So I don't necessarily see it as a threat. The advantages would be probably making your life easier. Like, let's say if you're having writer's block and you have an assignment due. Like, for me, I do sync songs. So let's say if a company hits me up and say, hey, we need a sexy R&B song for this romantic movie. So what I would probably do, how I would use AI to help me is I'll type the prompt into AI and say, hey, can you give me song titles, or can you give me advice or type of ideas that I could use for this prompt? It'll give me a list of it. So you can use, you do the sync songs, you have a time limit. Like, you don't have 3 months. Like, hey, this is due tomorrow. Hey, this is due tonight. So you have to get on it and get active. But I don't really see it as a threat because everybody likes human interaction. But it's I look at AI as just a tool. Like, it's something to help. Like, you don't necessarily have to fear it. It's not going to take your job. Like, if you're a dope writer, you're a dope writer. If you make fire beats, you make fire beats. Utilize it. use it to your advantage. Everything in life is a tool. Like, don't be out the system. Use it to, Now, what I would say is a lot of companies and a lot of people, like labels and stuff, they don't want you to use it, but that don't mean that you can't use it for a song title. What, they gonna penalize you for a song title? So just do song titles, even if it's a general idea, even if they give you words and the song is called Last Kiss, and it tells you, hey, this song is about the last kiss that you've ever shared with your partner. You don't have to say it word for word. You could rewrite it. You could say, first kiss we ever had, or the kiss we've never shared, stuff like that. Like, just because they give you an idea don't mean you have to take it. You can always rework it. So that's the ways you could avoid having to deal with, AI taking over and stuff like that.
So in other words, you use it as a platform or something to spark your ideas.
Definitely, yeah. Like, sometimes, for me, on average, I have to write about 5 to 10 songs a day. So I'll be honest, my brain sometimes get fried, or I'm working so much. Like, imagine having to write 5 songs a day for the entire week for different opportunities, rap, R&B, pop, soul. So sometimes I really can't think, or my team, we hit like a little writer's block. And it's not necessarily writer's block because we write the songs, but it's just titles, topics, and ideas. So I'll write Lana Del Rey demo ideas come out of that, or Don Toliver ideas. Take the title and then we run with it.
So, taking that, now, you said something interesting to me, that you write about 5 songs a day, or however many songs in a week. What to tell the people out there? Because, I've met a lot of musicians, and they'll say they write 40 songs in 2 years, and, I know it's a very, very competitive industry, and the demand is high. And so you can't sit there and just say, hey, I'm going to write 40 songs. I have a catalog of 40 songs, and then that's your whole catalog for the last 3 years. And someone who is sitting in the chair behind the console and, talking to these A&Rs and these record labels and the artists, I want you to dive in to the importance of actually making and building your catalog.
So catalog is way more important than if you can make a good song or not. Like, if you have 100 songs, you'll be more valuable than a person that can write one good song. Because if it takes you 3 months to write one good song because you want to make it perfect, you lose, I'll win because I'm consistent with it. So on average, for every artist that I work with, like, say if today they say, hey, we need what's the artist I can think of? Say if they tell me right now, hey, we need 1 song for Beyonce, I'm gonna send them 10, and I'm gonna keep sending it, because at the end of the day, just because I like something don't mean that you will like it. I could send you a song, you not like it. So imagine if you ask for 1 song, I send 1 song and you don't like it, the opportunity's gone. But imagine I send you 10 songs and you like 1 song out of the 10, I get the opportunity. Because a lot of people don't know this, in the music industry, people are picky. They don't like nothing. You can send your best the best. It could be the greatest song you ever wrote, the string section, all this other stuff you was raving about. But when the artists hear it, they just don't care, because everybody likes what they like. So the best thing to do is give them variety. When I work with people, I like to structure an album for them. So say if I got to do work on Beyonce, I'm gonna make an intro, I'm gonna make an outro, I'm gonna make a hit song, I'm gonna make a radio cut, like just different things like that, to give her variations, because you never know. Sometimes if you're in the studio, they'll give you pinpoint ideas of what to do, but sometimes you shooting in the dark. They're not gonna tell you. Like, Beyonce just dropped a country album. I'm pretty sure if you sent something, she wasn't gonna tell you, hey, I'm doing a country album, because it could get leaked. Oh, Beyonce's working on the country. But it's like, you just, like he said, you have to be competitive. You can't let nobody take your plate. You can't let nobody take your food. Like, it's competitive, but it's worth it. You have to just put your best foot forward. Don't be lazy. Another thing I would say, you probably might ask it, but the best way and the reason I write 5 songs a day, I don't overthink my ideas. At the end of the day, the song gotta come out. No song in the world is perfect. I don't care what song you've heard, it's not perfect. It can always be better. I listen to music today and I feel like, man, they could have said this word. They could have wrote the song better. They could have put this here. They could have put that. But at the end of the day, if I have all these nitpicks, the song's never gonna come out. Even when the song comes out, I'm like, dang, they should have did this. They should have added that. So the best advice I could give on writing songs or writing more songs, just get the songs out there. Even if they quote unquote suck to you, people may like it. A lot of the songs I write, half the time I write a song in 5 minutes, it'll get picked up. But I don't necessarily take an hour, but just get the songs out. That's the easiest way. Just write the songs, go to the next one. Don't overthink it. Oh, well, maybe I should say this. You're different. You're unique. The songs you write are going to be unique, so you don't have to worry about the other stuff. Let the artist decide. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, go about your day.
So let's talk about actually dealing with people. That's one side of it. It's a business, so you have to deal with A&Rs, and artists. Let's talk about dealing with those actual personalities, because, like you said, people have their likes. I've been to music conferences, and the biggest A&Rs will be on stage, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I missed this one song," and then 2 years later, another A&R liked it, and then become a number one hit. So dealing with all of that's a lot of pressure on the artist and the producer. What are strategies you use for your own personal mental health, but also as a business person moving through the music industry? What are things that you use to mitigate the risk?
Don't take anything personal. Like, say if I play y'all a song right now and y'all don't like it, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I could play it for y'all and y'all not like it. I could play it for another group of people and they love it. So don't take stuff personal. Music is subjective. Give the artist what they want. If you tell me, hey, I want a country song, don't come with your ego. Oh man, nah, don't do that. That's whack. Do my idea. That kind of throws it off, because now if I came to you and I'm paying you for a specific service and you're trying to change that, you lose the artist, because you're not giving them what they want. So just stay on course, give them what they want. Don't take nothing to heart.
So we're about to wrap this up, right? I want you to give your best opinion, your best thought, your best idea, whatever that is. The best idea that you can give to the crowd here, but also the people who will be watching this. What's the best advice you would give to people that you haven't said and that you haven't covered today?
The best advice I could necessarily give is I know I said it already, but just believe in yourself. Like, that's kind of super underrated. Like, we doubt ourselves too much. We live in fear too much. Break free of the fear, lose the doubt, live the life you deserve. You want a better life? Change it. You want your life to be better? Go for it. Nobody's stopping you. The only person stopping you is yourself. Look in the mirror, go after the life you want. You want to be a millionaire? Go be that millionaire. You want to ride a nice car? Ride the nice car. Nothing's holding you back. Just put your best foot forward, believe in yourself, be a good person, and get the life you want. That's what I did, so you could do it too.
Well, thank you so much for coming, and thank you, everybody in the audience, and we'll follow up this interview with some music performances, so stay tuned. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Yeah, because I have one song and it's in 3 different movies. I'll be honest, I don't think it's the best song in the world. I wouldn't care for it. It probably won't, get on the radio or nothing, but it's not about what I think. It fits the scene. It fits the program. It's made for a certain moment. When you do sync music, it's made for moments. You watch TV, you watch, look at the Super Bowl, like they play quirky little songs and stuff like that to get you hyped, to make you want to buy the chips or buy a Coke. So it's just about making music for the moments, and it pays extremely well. So you guys should get into sync music. So
all right, one last question.
You were saying that you weren't really threatened by AI because people want like the performance and the human interaction. But what if AI performance or AI songs are sold to famous performers to perform those AI songs? Do you feel like that's a threat in any way?
I mean, it wouldn't be necessarily a threat, because it's millions of artists here. So just because one AI song gets sold doesn't really hurt, but labels are really cracking down on it. Like, they'll give you assignments and they'll say, hey, they're really strict on it. Like, they'll say, hey, don't use AI vocals, don't use AI lyrics. We will not accept the song. So for the meanwhile, they don't want it. But I'm pretty sure they have tools. They really listen. They be serious about that. That's why I don't play with it. Like, if they say no AI, no problem. I'm not gonna fight it. But it's not necessarily it won't hurt. If one song sneak through, no problem. Now, this is what you could do. If you're a producer, you could sample AI. Like, say if you write the song yourself and you put it in an AI thing to make you a song, sample it, flip it up, chop it up. They're not going to detect it like that. You just got to find ways around it. Don't just make the AI put it in and send it to them. Oh, I got a song, because they're going to find it and be like, yeah, you're not getting this opportunity. But just, finesse it a little bit, work around it.
Like you said before, like creative spark.
Yeah, like if I have a sample, reverse the sample. Chop it instead of I just want I want. They won't know if it's your voice or not. Pitch it down, pitch it up. Don't just give it to them raw and uncut. Make it undetectable.
All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll continue this program. Thank you.